okay? Because I'm not going to sign this next time if you don't ask me any questions. If you're going to sit there in the chair and just look at me, all right? This is a conversation class, and so I need you to have conversation with me. So first class is okay, but next class maybe 4 questions to bring to me. Anything you want to know. Could be crazy, like, are you gay? Or, I'll tell you anything you want to know. Like, yeah. So, anything you want to know. Any other questions? You guys have any questions? What? Does my country like food? My country doesn't know how to eat food, I don't think, in a way. I feel sometimes like my country, like, they have lots of fast food, like McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken, and there's a lot of very expensive restaurants that maybe people from other country come and they cook very good restaurant. But as far as like American food, like they cook, like American food is the hamburger or the steak, big piece of meat. And in Taiwan, the plate is very small, all right? And and the cup or drink is very small. Yeah, and the people, very small, okay? In America, the plate is very big, okay? And the cup is very big, and the people are very big, okay? And I think that this is a big problem for my country. Like, they don't know how to eat in moderation, and sometimes a lot of them don't know how to eat healthy. I think now there's more people eat maybe like more vegetarian or eat maybe more healthier things now, but in the past I think America has a reputation for being the country of fat people, like I think people, like the French people think this too. In France, like I went to France, the food is so good, and I feel like the French people, they know how to eat right. They have like the bread and the cheese and a little bit of meat, and they have like maybe a big breakfast maybe, or a big dinner. But at lunchtime, maybe they just have some cheese and bread. It's very small. But America is big breakfast, big lunch, big snack, big dinner, okay, big snack, go to sleep, big people, okay? So like I think there's this problem. And that's why I think that I don't recommend that any of you guys eat McDonald's or Kentucky Fried Chicken if it's good. Because if you eat this all the time, you're going to get huge. Alright? Yeah. You will be like big American. Yeah. So I would be careful of this type of food. Also, this business, this company, McDonald's and Kentucky Fried Chicken, it's not a good company to give money to, really. It's very interesting to me because like you see McDonald's represent the Olympics. Yeah, the fast, the Olympics, like in China and Beijing, they have the Olympic, the circle, 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 Olympic athlete. You know what I'm saying? Olympics? Olympics. Yeah, yeah. But sometimes you see the commercial for the Olympics, the person that does the gymnastics, and then they drink McDonald's. And you're like, I don't think so. Yeah. So it's like, it's interesting. Any other questions you guys have? What is your question?
You say you like why?
Oh, why? Well, that's a really good question, actually. When I was a kid, and I was 12 years old, I did not know, I knew that I liked to dance, alright? Not that I just like to dance, I love to dance, alright? Because I like music, and I like the fact that I could just be like, like really dance to the music. I could feel the music, and I like the way it made me feel. And I like to go out when I was a teenager, and I like to go and also dance competitively, like break dancing. You have the crews, and you have like one guy, another guy, and it's like you do the game, like a basketball game, the teams, but it's dancing. And for me too, I also feel like sometimes when you were a kid, you were very angry at your mom and dad or your parents, because their parents say, oh, don't do this or don't do that, and you're very angry. And for me, like, to express myself, I would go dance, you know, just, and I'd take my anger, and afterwards I feel good, I'm okay. And be like, no problem, you know, I just need to dance. And I realized there was something very important about that I was learning through dancing how to communicate about who I am, or who I was, or with myself. And so for me, art, you guys know what art is, right? Art, A-R-T. Yeah. Art is a communication. You guys understand this word? Communication. Art is a communication to find, all right, meaning. Do you understand the word meaning? Meaning, importance, to find out why, all right? All art is like this. The painter paints the painting because maybe they feel very sad, all right? And they paint the painting to understand, why am I so sad? They don't know why, all right? They feel, but maybe the artists that paint the painting, they cannot talk why, all right? They cannot sing why. They cannot dance why, but they can paint why, all right? So I think for me, the Mashikwan is my art that I decide to use to understand why I am alive, all right? And there's a reason for that. So for me, like, I do something very special because I work with different shapes. And maybe what we can do is, since you guys don't know, okay guys, so this is some of the stuff that I do. So, to get back to the real reason, there's a lot of different things that I do. In Taiwan, I've invented a very special type of ma shi tuan, and that's these things, these shapes that you saw in the video, okay? And I went to school for art. What I liked about going to school for art was the process of studying. I like to read about something in history and then think about how can I now apply this to my art. And that's like what architecture is like in a way. You study maybe other artists in architecture and then you think about your own work, and then you have some influence from this other artist you put inside your work. Now for me, I like to juggle, I like to dance, I like to make art, I like to make sculpture, art, I like to draw. And for me as a circus artist, I can do everything I want to do. There is no limits, okay? I can do business, all right? I have to do business. I have to make money. I have to talk to people. They ask me how much I cost for my show, and I need to make sure, that I do the right thing. I also need to, manage my time in business. And I didn't go to school for business. My father was a businessman, so I just learned from him how to do good business. But for the most part, for me, what I like about the circus is, one, I like to use my body to express how I feel. I also like to study, and I like to make beautiful things. And I like to make people look at something, maybe they're walking down the street, and sometimes I feel we live in a world where everything can be very you don't see anything very special all the time during the day. And so if I can go to a place and create my show, it's like when I took out this ring, and I do this, you guys all of a sudden go, oh, it's impossible, all right? But it is possible, and I like people to understand that anything is possible in this world. And for me, also the most important thing is that my art isn't just circus, ma shi tuan. I don't want to be just, Jeff is ma shi tuan, that's it. Jeff is not this. I'm an artist, all right? I can do anything I want to do, all right? And I can be whoever I want to be. But the most important thing is by doing my work, I'm understanding the reason why I like to do my art is because I'm trying to understand who I am and why I'm alive. And there's certain things that I've discovered through my art that I think are very interesting. Let me see how much time I have left. Okay, there's time. So, what is this? This is a circle, right?
Yes.
Okay. What is this? It's also a circle. It's also a ball or a sphere. We live on a circle, right? Okay. So, I'm going to practice after. So, for example, okay, this, all right, is also a circle, right? All right, and we live on a planet. Now, if you look in a microscope, something very small, all right, you see the atom. It's very small circles. Inside, everything made a very small circle everywhere. All right, the Earth, the moon, okay, this is happening in my hand. All right, in a microscope, okay, you see a very small thing. Everything is moving like this, okay? And so you have protons and atoms in science, okay? And so there's a lot of things happening like this all the time, all right? And so what I'm seeing is that there's a connection with what I'm doing, all right, and what is happening in nature around us, all right? And then there's also a lot of things, all right, that are very interesting to me. Now, this is a shape. 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, okay? Everywhere I look at it, it's always the same, this shape. In my video, I have the same shape. I am playing the line, all right, you know what I'm saying? So I see a relationship with what I'm doing in my circus work and what I see around me in life. Science, in observation, water, all these things I think are connected. Now, what I'm doing is moving things, right? And I may be moving things in a spiral. Okay, you guys know spiral? Right? Spiral. When you take okay? So things move in a spiral. We live in something like this. Our galaxy, our universe, we have the stars, we live somewhere right here, okay? So this is also moving in a spiral, all right? The ocean wave is a spiral. The wind is a spiral. The blood in our body, the DNA, our DNA is a spiral. Why? What the fuck? Why? That's what I want to know. And so by being a circus artist, it helps me understand why, in a way. I feel like I am trying to find the answer through my work. And it helps me understand why I am alive. I don't want to be alive because of money. Okay? The reason why I live is to make money. How boring. How stupid. I want meaning and purpose in my life. Alright? This is the reason why I want to be alive. Alright? Is to understand these things. The reason why I want to make art is because I want to show other people that there's a connection. One, anything is possible. Alright? And two, how amazing it is to be alive, to do these things, or to understand these things. So that is, to answer your question, this is why I do what I do. I don't think you understood that, but I hope you understand a little bit of it. But that's why. Any other questions? That was a good question. Good job. No other questions? That's a big one. Because that's like asking me if what God is in a way, or spiritual kind of relationship. Like some people ask me, because of what I believe, do I believe in God? Some people are Christian, some people are Buddhist, some people are Muslim, alright? Some people are atheists, they don't believe in God. I guess in a way that I do believe in energy or spirit. I think that the idea of religion is not in Jesus or Buddha. I think that this gives you the idea, but I think the true meaning of this kind of idea of meaning is within yourself. You have to give life its purpose. It is up to you to decide why you live. It's not for someone to tell you, like Jesus Christ maybe, to tell you, oh, because of this and this. This is some other creative concept, because some people may be not so creative. They need some God or somebody to tell them or show them, which is okay. But I feel like, for me, it's like a company advertising, buy this clothes, wear this clothes, or do this. Religion is the same way for me. I think that it is good for each person to know that your God is yours. It's not, your God is not hers or hers or hers. Maybe you could think it's the same, but really your interpretation, it's up to you to understand why you want to live. I think it's also good to understand how you want to give. That's important. We all know how to take from a very young age. We take our mother's milk to nourish ourselves and grow up. We take our parents' knowledge, they teach us, our teachers, they teach us. We take. Then it comes to a point in our lives when we need to learn how to give. And then you need to ask yourself, that's where purpose comes. Some people, they don't know how to give, so their purpose maybe is just to take, all right? Or to get money, or I feel like money is the most important thing in life, because money keeps you alive, to food, so you need to give to make money. but to understand why, how you want to give to people, that's important. Like, let's say you're an architect. Someday you want to give people a space or a place they can walk inside of and become very inspired. Maybe it is a place where everybody will walk into this place and feel that their life will change. They feel like maybe they walk inside and they want to become a better person, or they want to understand more about the world, or they want to be in this place because they are inspired by beauty. All right? And you created this for them. And so maybe your gift or your inspiration is what you give to people. It's how you want to give. All right? So this is an important thing. And so I think that the connection with spirit or religion, so God in general, is how you give to everyone around you and the world, how you create. And I think we live in a place where many people do this, but we also live in a world now where a lot of people are taking too much from the environment to make money, and we cannot see the whole thing, but we will die as a species very soon. Like, we think that maybe 100 years is a long time, but it's very short. And when you think about the way we live on this planet, the pollution, the scooter, oil, gasoline, all right, technology, manufacturing, it's not working with the environment so much as it's taking. And right now, the human race is not giving as much as it is taking, and it's detracting from why we're alive. I think we've lost sight of that. But for me, like, the most important thing is understanding how to give, all right, and also understanding how we can be inspired by what we do. You have to love how to do what you do. Love, like, if you're going to be in architecture, you should love architecture, all right, or love aspects of architecture. Figure out how you want to make architecture that gives in a way, and also at the same time making architecture that heals or makes maybe a greener business or something like this, or things that inspire. You should be very happy. Like, when you guys wake up in the morning, all right, you should be like, bam! Oh, I'm so excited to go to work. All right, you don't want to wake up and be like, oh, I gotta go back to my box. Blah blah blah. The boss, paperwork. Oh, so much money. I have so much money. I have a very cool car and a complete fast computer, but I only have vacation one time a year for 1 week. And I go back to work, all right? And I have kids, but I don't get to see the kids because I'm working all the time. You need to release yourselves. Live passionately. Live doing what you love to do, not what you hate doing. If you wake up and you hate your job, you don't like doing what you're doing, and you're a slave to money, all right, then maybe you got the wrong idea. I mean, it's good you're in university now to be successful, but you're the future. It's up to you to make the right decisions to change things. So, yeah. I feel like for my work, I like to change people's lives. It's probably time to go right now, right? No, almost done. I feel that my purpose is to get people to see this. Maybe, or if they cannot see, like sometimes they see my show and they're like, oh, I don't understand. It's very cool. It's floating, it's very magical, but I don't understand. It doesn't matter to me if the people who see my show don't understand the relationship of the water and the wind and the earth and the planets and the things spinning around. But the idea is there, and my intention, my hidden intention, like when you look at the painting, maybe the artists, they paint the painting because they are feeling very sad. If you look at the painting, you can be like, oh, it's very happy. I like the colors, maybe this is good, that's good. Or they were like, oh no, the painting is really, or you look at the painting and you say, oh, it's very cool looking, crazy monster or something, whatever, there's something in the painting, the environment, like maybe, but at the same time, it's up to you to interpret that. So there's a thing about like colors or whatnot that are embedded into things. Like what you need to know is that, let's say you make a building, architecture building, and you want it to mean something. It's okay that that people look at it and don't understand. The thing is that that's what magic is, in a way. Magic is that moment of inspiration. It doesn't, your message or your communication is still inside that magic, even though I'm doing this. All right, let's say if you were to go into space for the first time and look at the Earth, your reaction would be, all right, it's the same thing, all right? The same magic is there, just a little bit, maybe not so crazy, but like still, you make the magic happen for me, and it happens. You make a building, and people go in it, and just like, the same feeling is there, So it depends what your intentions are. So it's really about what you do, not so much about how you take it. So I don't know if that made any sense to you or not. You guys have any other questions? All right, give me your papers. So when you guys come back, new people, come back with questions, okay? And what we could do is, I think next time you guys come back, we will watch a movie, and I want you to talk about the movie. And I'm going to figure out what is a good movie to watch. So you guys have class today? You have class. Business class. It's fun? Do you guys have fun in school? Yeah? What is the best thing about going business class? You like to learn about the economy, right? Does Taiwan have a good economy right now? No? Is good or bad, Taiwan economy? What? Okay, there's one. Two. Today is the 10th? 11th? No problem. Okay, and so you guys know, for the first time people, I'm going to ask you, when you come back here, if you come back, I'm going to ask you 3 or 4 questions. If you don't have them, you will not come to this class. You have to come back with 4 questions. Do you understand? Okay, yeah. So just make sure you have it, all right? Because if you just come here and be like, oh, I forget, bye-bye, okay? But yeah, don't waste my time, okay? I want you to have English experience here, speaking, talking, asking questions, all right? Not to just fall asleep or just listen. Like, I need you to be speaking to it. So, there you go. All right, you guys have a good day. Bye-bye.
好可惜啊！
哎，你帮我在那个，帮我那个，